Hey, what is up, YouTube? Welcome to the Downright Upright. Yo, so as the title of the video shows, I'm new to sim racing. It's been about 2 weeks, so that I've been, dabbing my fingers into this world, and I gotta say, I really do love it. So I just wanted to give you guys a little tour of my humble setup, and just kind of go through what I like about sim racing so far, what I don't like. Also, just do like a brief review on this G923 that also came here with a shifter. So let's get into it. So first off, we'll start with what I'm sitting on. So I am rocking, just to keep it steady here, an Anda seat. I bought this for office work, and then I realized it sucked for office work. And I haven't really been using it, but now that I'm in the sim racing, just that bucket seat feel with just like the curved shoulders and everything, I really love it. I think it's awesome. So here's a front view of my desk. So this is where I work. I work from home as well. So as you can see, I have the triple monitor setup here. I got my little microphone, some motorcycle helmets over there. Yeah, I do ride as well. So I'm rocking three 165 hertz gigabyte monitors. They're 27.5 inches curved monitors. So they have VRR, HDR, if you want to call it HDR. It's kind of like a weak HDR. As far as PC goes, so I'm running it off my PC here. I have an i7 with a 4070 RTX GPU. So pretty much even when I'm playing with the triple monitors, I can run all my games 1440p easily, pulling about 100 frames with max to medium, with medium to high settings. If I go ultra settings, it's going to lock me at 60 with the three monitors. If I'm just doing single, well, then I can easily pull my 165 on ultra settings here. So I've also got the Dash app where it's just giving you that extension information for the Formula One games as well, just on an old cell phone. So I got the Sonos headphones here for if I'm playing at night. I got some Sonos Era 100 speakers behind my monitors here for some great surround sound. So you see, I just keep it close here. Got my keyboard, mouse, so everything is really on hand. And here's the fun part about this setup is that when it's time to work, I just unscrew it and I just slide my wheel to the left and I just slide the shifter with it, and I have more than enough room to work here. So I don't really have to move anything, which kind of works out great for me. So yeah, so there's a quick little tour of the setup, what it is. So let's get into what I think about sim racing so far. How has it been? What have I learned? What am I still learning? So let's get into it. Stick around. All right, so this all started one morning at Costco. Well, not necessarily Costco. I've always used a racing wheel, but I started on the Microsoft, the Xbox 360 wheel back in the day, like a 2006 release. Insert picture here. And I had the time of my life with this wheel, and I never had like a desk or a setup or anything like that. So I used to just put this bad boy in my lap on the couch and just yeehaw, and it was fun as hell, let me tell you, right? So for present day, boom, we're at Costco. I see the Logitech wheel there. They have a little demo. I'm touching it. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to buy this wheel. But then that wheel reminded me that I had my Microsoft wheel at home. So I go home, pull out my Microsoft wheel, installed it. Yeah, I still have an Xbox 360. Used the Cronus Max as well to connect it to my PC and all this stuff. Was having so much fun with it. And then I was playing with it, man, and I snapped like the shifter at the back because I was playing enthusiastically, shall we say. So I said, you know what? Oh no, I got the bug again, man. I gotta go get a Logitech wheel. So boom, off to Best Buy I go. I get this Logitech wheel. So here we go. I come home, I install it. So as I mentioned in the video, I'm gonna talk about things that I like about sim racing and things that I don't like about sim racing. So like one of the first things, we're gonna start with what I don't like. So I buy my Logitech G923 SE with the shifter. I'm feeling happy as hell. I'm on my way home like, yes, sir. I get home, I plug this thing in. So of course, I'm watching videos on YouTube, tutorials, how to set it up, just everything like that. And here's what sucks about sim racing, man. Watching videos about it can either make you really happy or really make you feel like you wasted your money. Because if one universal thing that you hear on like every sim racing video, the G23, G20s is a beginner wheel. This, if like you're in the entry level, if like you're not too sure if you like sim racing, this is the wheel to get. But listen, I just dropped $5. I'm in Canada, so yeah, it was $500 plus tax to get this wheel. So I get home watching videos and people are like, yo, you got entry level. So that could be really discouraging, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna listen to the videos now. I'm just gonna use my wheel. So even before I start having fun, the internet starts just shitting on my dreams. I'm like, no. So I connect the wheel. Of course, I did watch a few videos, and one of the main complaints is like, and of course you get the complaints first before anything that people like. They're like, yeah, that brake pedal is super hard, and like, oh man, it's terrible, and you're gonna want to change it. And they were right. They were right. So let me tell you, so within the first 2 weeks of having my wheel, I already modded the brake pedal because that sucker was making my sciatica. I was acting up. Boy, I had to hit so hard on that damn brake. Woo! So I did my first mod within 2 weeks, so it really doesn't take long. Now that I swapped out the springs, fantastic, right? So comparison is the biggest theft of joy. Because instead of coming home and just enjoying my wheel, I started comparing or listening to what other people are saying, seeing other people's setups and things like that. And you know what? I had to just kind of block it all out and just enjoy the wheel by myself. So that's kind of like the first thing I didn't really like about getting into it, because I didn't know this is an entire community. And the types of sim rigs that you can get up to in the like thousands and thousands of dollars. Yeah, that's not what I got going on here. I've got a simple setup with just 3 monitors, my wheel connected to my desk pedals at the bottom, and off to the races I went. So still on the point of things that I didn't like so much about sim racing, holy moly. There's so much to configure in like every game, like pedal saturation, wheel linearity, all this shit that you just kind of have to figure out and Google, like, what's this? Because not every game has like a full breakdown of like what each setting does. Like those WRC games, they don't tell you, like, you just highlight it and you change it. You got to like go find externally what all the information is. So that's just like, a few things that I'm like, sim racing is a pain in the ass. On the fun side, when I bought the wheel and I connected it, every single racing game on Steam was on sale. I was like, oh, it's Kismet. So I bought like every game. Assetto Corsa Competizione, Assetto Corsa, Automobilista, I bought Dirt 2.0, I bought F1 2025. I bought every goddamn game, pulled out all the racing games on my Xbox and went crazy and tested every game. And I figured out that I hate the shifter. This shifter, when you're really in the race and you're going in your F1 or whatever, it's like, listen, man, I don't have time for missed shifts and all this shit. I don't even want to take my hands off the steering wheel. I much prefer the paddles at the back. But the key thing is to get the pedals straightened out, and then you're golden, okay? So that's enough, of things I don't like. So here's what I do like. Here's what I love. Ever since I bought this wheel, it has taken over my time. Oh, have mercy. Playing these car games with a wheel that's properly connected to something sturdy, where you can just really rip at it and using the force feedback, is fantastic. It's fantastic. Like, I mean, you are just so immersed into the game and you're just having the time of your life. You can see in the video there, I got my little gloves on, get me better grip. I got my little like I got like little like taekwondo shoes underneath, you know, for a little grip. They're just thin enough so like they don't like interfere with the braking. It's fantastic, give you a little better grip. And I have just been having the time of my life playing all of these games. You know, after a while, after you get the settings sorted out, it's great. So if you're thinking of, should I buy the G923 wheel? Is it a good wheel? Is it a beginner? Look, the wheel is fantastic, okay? Now, if you don't have access or have the ability to buy $1,000 wheel and these crazy setups, you know, and even if you did have the money, don't just go and buy all that right off the rip. If one thing these videos have right is get the entry-level wheel, which is still $5. See if you like it. See if you enjoy sim racing, because there is a learning curve. There is a steep learning curve with configuration. And there's the configuration, there's what works for you, how you play the game as well. So, you know, you got to do you got to set it up. You have to configure it to your play style, and that can take a while. Well, for me, it took a while anyway. It took me a solid 2 weeks before I really got everything dialed in. And once you get past that, oh, it is good times. Like when I play this is why I play games. It is to be immersed in another world, to like really feel like I am having fun. I was a big Call of Duty guy, and like those games just piss you off after a while. But racing, woo-wee, is a whole nother world, baby. So I went back to my Twitch streaming. I started streaming it on Twitch. I just did some multiplayer games last night, so I'm going to be posting more videos of my gameplay. I don't want to make this video too long-winded, but that's just the gist of it really quickly, of just what I didn't like, what I did like about sim racing. So leave me your comments if you have any questions about the wheel. Oh yes, and of course I didn't mention the wheel can get noisy if you turn on the true force, but that's I'll make another video about that. So leave your comments, questions in the comment section. You know, smash that like button, subscribe, and see you on the track later.